It is time. 1348 X Voto. This is the game where you get to play a girl who kisses another girl. Actually, I don't know if there's any kissing in the demo. But we've heard some things about this game. I'm not going to play it with controller. Or maybe I will. No, I won't. I'm going to unplug my controller. Sure, allow access to my network. Steal everything, please. What am I doing? I don't know. This is how I end my day. It's not very loud. It's good. Okay, it is very loud. We'll try it at 5. Graphics, upscaling resolution. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, let's upscale. We are at 98 FPS. I'm going to try at native resolution. $70 FPS. Please tell me they didn't implement cinematic or epic global illumination. They didn't. That is at least smart of them. Not very optimized though, is it? If it's only getting 70. Alright, we'll just try it at this. Gameplay language English. Sure. I don't know what to expect. Prepare your anuses. No! Grunts.
A fine display. Feat worthy of Lancelot himself, straight from one of your tales.
We're quiet.
Why do you insist we come here when all you do is mock?
We are here to distract you from your sorrows. Besides,
My face is tired.
balances your humors, Aeta. Mock play mine.
I practice.
Hey, why did they zoom in on her boobs at the start of the game though?
No. No, you're more than that.
What is she?
Yet I still hear my father's voice
Hold on, can I?
instructing me from the shadow of that tree, pointing out my grip, my posture. I hear him closely even though he's with my mother.
The town mourns for the loss of their lord.
Oh.
And I mourn for your loss.
So her daddy died. That's why she's angry.
Rest your heart.
No more
It
allowance.
doesn't help to dwell. You'll need to be strong for the days ahead.
Strong. How can I be? Death has grasped this land and... How can I, or anyone, fight death?
How much poppin'?
What would your mother have said?
That we do what we must. And that I have a duty as my birthright.
And your father?
To raise my sword and to keep fighting.
Wait, who are we fighting against though?
And to not tell my mother.
So, my noble knight. Arthur. Will you face your end at the hand of your son?
The troubadour does not speak the lines like that, Bianca.
I am not Bianca. I am Mordred, and you are Arthur.
Oh,
Fight,
she's a man.
You will ruin your vestments.
I said. Fight me.
As thou ask.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
You'll let...
Woman, hold on. I can barely hear shit, and I'm barely
Up in
getting
the
60
heart.
FPS.
I was born in the mud.
Dude, why is the graphics so bad? I even think they're using LODs. Okay, just spam click.
Your strikes are repetitive. What would your father say?
If your blows are parried, change your stance.
Am I taking a shit?
Perfect time. Perfect time.
Oh wait, I gotta hold. Okay, hold on. Wait, how? Wait. Hold on. I'm not even hitting down there. How is it doing that? Oh my god, I ruined my game too. Okay, don't press that. I was trying to get a screenshot. Oh, it does kind of go underneath me. Okay, I see. On hit, perfect attack. Press attack precisely when you hit to cue a perfect attack.
You're holding back. Perfect time. Perfect time. My turn to attack. Let's see you parry and dodge if you can.
Swing, bitch! Alt is dodge.
I shan't pull my blows.
I mean, I gotta test all these things in, like, you know, back to back.
Enough practice. Care to fight?
Ow!
I accept your challenge.
Wait, attack until guard breaks. Okay.
Bianca, I'm so sorry. Did I hurt you?
I hope so.
I have fallen. Become the princess of this tale. O my noble knight errant, would thou aid this fair damsel to rise?
No. You can't make me. Fine, I'll click it so I can play the damn... I don't even know who I'm fighting against.
Oh! That's not fair.
The world is not fair. You'd best remember this lesson when I'm gone.
Bianca, life in a convent, it's not the end. Your mother wishes
My
you...
mother. My mother, who has no dowry or prospect, has no other choice than to send me away. But better these holy vestments than marry me to someone like my father.
And you're not gonna get married. You're too ugly.
I'm
Better
glad
off a
the
nun.
pestilence took him.
Hey, don't say such things. You speak as if you go to thy grave and not a nunnery. It will be safe there, far from all this death.
Life is hard for peasants. For women, nonetheless.
Bia.
Just talk about dying at
Look at
war. Is
me.
that not hard?
My path is not that of a princess or postulant, muddied as I am. Will you wait here while I clean and tend to this scratch?
As thou ask.
Such a sunny afternoon.
That was the
May
main
heaven
menu.
remind us of these children's games we played together.
Why does everything look janky? It's because
You
they
know.
are, they're loading and unloading things out based on the camera angle instead of telling the
What's happening?
cinematic actor to keep
Bia,
them
make it
loaded.
back. I must get to the town.
Oh, that's a pretty big town. At least I'm getting 60 FPS here. Oh, there's... It's kind of blurry. Open up Witcher 3 starting view versus this. Actually, it kind of just looks over sharpened. I don't know if there's a sharpen option though. I can't even choose what anti-aliasing method I'm using. Oh. Okay, so what can we do in this game beyond fight? Like, what is this? Is it a corridor action game? Follow the storyline? Okay, don't fall. Oh. Oh.
No. A raid.
A raid? From
Don't
who?
stand a chance with so many lost. It is not too late. Do not give up hope.
You haven't even established who the antagonist is. Maybe they'll do that when we get into the city. Your camera's kind of annoying though. I don't know how to put it. You don't hear no bell? Alright, Daenerys. Calm the fuck down.
We are too few. The pestilence.
It's really weird. I don't know how to
There
put
is
it,
not
but it's
enough of
just...
us left to hold off Briganti. They would seek shelter. Bia would seek shelter.
Just repeat that twice. It like does this weird like bobbing up and down while you're running. And it's kind of annoying. I don't have motion blur on. It feels like there's some kind of motion blur. I mean, maybe the option isn't working, or maybe they're doing some camera stuff. It does feel like there's some kind of blur going on within the camera itself. Oh, it turned it on. It was off. I think it was. But now the camera feels like really jerky.
There is still time. I cannot be too late. Bia, I'm coming.
Some of that could be this frame rate drops too. The blue is the new anti-aliasing. It's mixing old frames with new so it looks blurry. Oh, you just mean temporal aliasing? That's pretty standard. Temporal aliasing is cheap. It's nothing new though. TAA has existed for a long time. There's poop! Can I crouch? No, I can't. I mean, the stream is going to look pretty shit because I am moving around. It just looks over sharpened. I think that's leading to it. And they don't have a separate sharpening filter on it. So either they're forcing some upscaling because they do have like a render amount on here. Maybe FSR is being built in. Or they're forcing TSR, but it doesn't look like they're forcing TSR. I don't think they're forcing TSR. I've watched a lot of TSR. I don't think they're using TSR here. They might be using CMAA. Unsure though. Oh, there's a person.
Stop! Don't! Murderer! You'll pay for that.
You watch yourself fight, and I'll hack it out.
Okay. Was she telling him not to like hurt her? A woman who is very clearly not alive anymore? Interesting.
The bell still tolls. The others must have fled to the church.
Oh, I can pick up an apple.
A veritable feast.
How nice screen space widget work on those actually.
That smells good.
Let's say, was peak of AA tech, TAA, TSR, and other temporal reconstruction methods are shit? Yeah, but there's not really any better solutions right now for the complexity of scenes and materials that we have. Well, except for DLSS.
Another card.
Oh,
No, a little lordling. I'll have that fine sword.
Come then. If you want this, take it.
ow! Hey, Dance Grenade. Just finished watching your Crimson Desert video. Enjoyed your input. Well, thank you for watching that. I know I'm very skeptical. I don't want to seem like a hater. Was like restore some bar. Okay. No, it looks pretty cool. I'm very interested in playing it. I'm very curious how much variety of gameplay will be there. And how interesting it will be after, 50 hours, after 100 hours.
Through to the church.
Deprecate deferred, go with forward plus, or better with clustered forward rendering like most new good engines do, and then we can go back to MSAA. You're missing out on a lot of features though if you go back to forward rendering. Though I don't disagree that a lot of the new features from... Can I push this?
If I can move the cart.
Yeah, no shit, I wanted to do that. Oh, I had to hold E, okay. Didn't tell me that.
Take a deep breath. The bell is fallen silent. Please, I beg thee, do not let it be too late.
Did you already say that?
What?
There's two of them.
What have you done?
We killed all the ones. Enough of this. Get rid of it.
Fuck you.
You go first.
Well, thank you, sir, for not attacking me. I appreciate that. Okay. I didn't die. This bush very much lowers my FPS. $10 says they're trying to run nanite on all this though. More polygons in the main. It's actually kind of true. I mean, the textures look better too. I'm just looking. I definitely do think they're using nanite on a lot of this. Okay, what's in here?
Everyone.
Oh, dead people.
They killed everyone. Bianca is not among the dead. Where is she?
Was she going back to the town? I thought she was like, she was out with us when the alarm bell went ringy dingy. Use paper to unlock new skills. Collect paper and spend it in the skills menu. Prudentia. Health upgrade, guard upgrade, food upgrade. Vendente. What the fuck is that? Like some pasta? Add 1 new light attack to the one-handed stance. 15 paper. I don't have 15 paper. That's dumb. Oh, wait, there's more paper. Hold on. Hold on. I have 15 paper. Pasta.
How could they do this?
Swords.
They violated sanctuary.
They violated sanctuary? Oh, what, like fighting in the church? This menu is double A compared to
keep
Neo
searching.
3. Okay, which way are we going?
Left when they fled. I have no more room for provisions.
How can I like heal? Is there like a button to do that? Can I restore health? Heal, Q. Oh, they don't tell you that, okay. Forward's not the same as Forward Plus or Cluster Forward. Simple Forward Render, yeah, it has hard limits. That's why deferred rendering was made, but once Forward Plus was figured out, there's no need for stupidity of deferred and clustered self-deprecating. Even more issues with light density and ordering. Alright. Threat interactive, calm down. But no, it would be nice to see more improvements to ray tracing especially.
I was too late.
Yeah, no shit, you were too late. Yeah, you were gonna solve all of these. Okay. I mean, the mesh work is pretty good. Honestly, a lot of the meshes and texturing looks pretty nice.
The castle. Bia, any survivors, will be in there.
Pretty far away.
Briganti, too.
He's dead. Yeah, it is pretty easy so far. Is there any food around here? I don't see shit. That's right, women can't eat too much, then they get fat. Oh look, little paintings. That's even better than I can do art. See, that's Ghislaine Maxwell and a child that she's trafficking.
They looted it all, taken the food, the wine. Not a scrap is left. They must not have found this. If they had, this food would be gone.
Okay. Oh shit, lots of food. One resemblance. Yeah, how did they do this? Like, did they not have? You're right. How is the town so destroyed? But now they're not firing anything else into the town or into the castle. There's an X here. They had enough time to paint X's on the doors? What's up, Bartosz? Next Fest games? Not quite. Well, yes, but no.
We've already lost so many. It's the
Oh,
pestilence
I
not
see. Okay, so they had a plague. It's previous.
Open up! Open up, I say!
Stay your hand.
I thought we'd seen to them all.
I'll not let you
So I
harm
can't like
another
switch
soul.
between people. It's just one at a time. Nice hits, idiot. Fuck you. Alright, we do need more food now. Where's the food? Shit. We're out. Too many calories. We don't want to become a hog.
Bianca, I cannot lose you too.
It isn't directional combat. It's actually just more like combo. I'm just spamming light attack.
The gate.
Yeah, it's not directional combat like KCD.
What's this then? A knight?
No.
Whose blood is on you? Hey, speak up! Well, boy, can't cut your tongue.
My sword shall speak for me.
I mean, I don't think the combos are unfun, to be honest. It's very basic. Like, you know, oh shit. You're inspired by HEMA combat, but it's not like the combat is anything interesting from like a control standpoint. So they put all this work into making, like, I guess good looking animations that are HEMA accurate, but then the combat is just kind of click, click, click. Like, it's nothing special. Is there a strong timing component? Not really. If you click when you hit, you attack faster. It's like a perfect
Bianca,
attack
where
or
have
something.
they taken you?
Well, it's not horrible, but it's also not a selling point,
God, hear my vow.
in my opinion. But they're treating it like a selling point. But KCD's directional combat is way more of a
Father,
HEMA-inspired selling point.
you have taught me honor and respect. Watch upon me now. Let my sword strike true. Mother, you have given me the courage to be myself. Guide my steps on this forlorn journey. Those that I have failed today, may I one day be worthy of your forgiveness. Bianca, you are all that is
Sorry, man.
left to me.
Continue.
I shall save you. This, I vow.
Is there like a boss fight, another level or something? That it? About 100 left clicks to finish. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty much exactly what it was. Rated X out of 10. Okay, so here's what I'll say. I'll give my rating at the end. Here's what I'll say about it. You know, this is a lot like my dick, right? This game is a lot like my dick. It loves women. It's short, and it's not very good. But it is a dick. Like it does do it is functional. It doesn't have a lot of selling points. I mean, I don't think it's for me to judge if it feels good because this is a game that I think is meant for women. And, you know, a lot like my dick. Honestly, though, if I have to, like, really critique it, I think that this was, it wasn't even a double A production. I think this shows you what is capable of a low to medium experienced Unreal team when given high quality assets. I don't know if they source these from like asset packs. I really don't know. Potentially, maybe some of the materials. I would too. It's cheap, saves you a lot of money. But their gameplay loop here is story driven. From what we can see, of it, it's just it's just the combat. Like there's no puzzles. There's not really any down moments that are interesting that offer some unique gameplay. You know, one of my favorite series of all time is Uncharted, right? And Uncharted is a game where you have it's a lot of corridor based combat. The earlier games are very linear, and you go from point to point. You fight enemies, and you do what Nathan Drake does. But what really sells that game is the quality, the voice acting, the interesting locations, the puzzles, the main story, you know, the villains. And that's fine. That's what sells the game. But here we have nameless villains. I don't even know if at one point they ever mentioned who we're fighting against and why. We have two characters that we barely learned about, and honestly, they just weren't interesting enough for us to really care about them deeply. The combat itself, the selling point is HEMA combat, and I think the animations are fine, and your combat system is okay, but it's being touted as kind of like one of your selling points. You know, if you're making a game that has combat as its primary method of engaging with the world, you should make sure that combat, that pillar of your game is actually really fun and has a lot of depth. It doesn't really feel like it has a lot of depth. It's very much just attack the enemy. From what we played, it's attack the enemy when you hit them, and eventually it's going to break their stance, and then you can just kind of do that again and they die. That's it. And sometimes, occasionally, hold right mouse button to block. I don't even think it's a low tier AA game. It's not even like there's enough systems here to make the game worthwhile. From like, you know, there's no interesting itemization. There's no interesting combos you can learn. Okay, I can add another attack to the light attack combo. The best thing about the game is that I think from an art perspective, the game is looking okay. Like especially for the budget that they had. I don't have any complaints about how the game looked, really. But it's more about how the game played and the story that was being told. I'm not one of these weird people that's like, oh, I can't stand women as my main characters, or God forbid two women or two men kiss each other. Honestly, if they're hot, who the fuck cares? But it isn't compelling. And even if it's not a game that's aimed at me, then I don't know if the market is there for who it's aimed at. I guess we'll see. I mean, a game with a small budget doesn't need to sell a lot of copies to have high return on investment. So I don't really think that, oh, this game is only going to have 1,000 players simultaneously at launch is some world-ending scenario. I'm sorry, but if the game didn't cost that much money to make, then they could turn a profit from that. I just don't find the game very compelling when you're putting it at a price point, which I think is very fair, $25. But I have to compare that to other games in that similar price point. And I'm not sure that it can compete very well with those games, with what they have right now. It is hard to tell. It's a very short demo, and honestly, there are lots of games with very bad demos. But this is the same month, or it's about like a month away from the release of the Neo 3 demo, which when we played that, that's 5 hours of content of Neo 3. 5 hours of a demo, minimum, to play all through all that. This was like, what, 20 minutes? If that. And the 20 minutes was mostly a like 5-minute tutorial and character introduction. A tutorial that didn't teach you enough to really know how to even heal. And then you have like this short corridor where you're attacking at most 4 enemies, but it's all one at a time. So you're not really attacking 4 enemies, you're attacking 1 enemy, but 4 of them back to back. Like the 3Cs, not great. Serviceable, not great. Your combat is your selling point. It's not great. It's serviceable. Your story is it's so short that I can't really judge it because it's just not enough. No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that if you're gonna make a demo and it's gonna be story driven and you need to introduce people to characters and to the setting, then at least give me enough of a demo that I can learn a bit more about these characters and know enough about the antagonist to at least have a name of the antagonist. Because as far as I know, we didn't get that. They didn't even tell us who we're fighting. It's just, there's a raid. People are dead. Pestilence bad. Where's my girlfriend? And it's like, well, you tell me. Yeah, there's just nothing. Where's their Steam page? Tumultuous medieval Italy. That's why we heard the pasta name. Banditry, mercenaries, religious zealots run amok while pestilence festers in the countryside and cities. We just didn't feel that very much. I know the game was like, oh, there's pestilence and there's bandits in here, but it felt like a corridor. It felt like a corridor with enemies that weren't really saying or doing much and didn't really represent anything to me. Two different combat stances, one-handed and two-handed. I didn't feel encouraged to try it out, so I didn't. Because I could just beat everything with one-handed. I don't know, it's just... I don't care enough about Bianca to want to save her. So it's just, they didn't build it up enough for me to care. That's all I can say. So I think that as a whole, the game was a little bit disappointing, and I don't really have an interest to look into it further. That's my feelings on it. This is releasing a week before Crimson Desert. That is a fact. That is in fact a fact. I don't know. I don't know. It was, yeah. I don't think calling, look, I'm not one of those people that gets into the, like, the woke arguments and such. This game wasn't lecturing. It wasn't pandering. I feel, though, that it is a game that is meant for a very specific niche audience. And I don't know if there's enough of that audience for this to be successful. But if it is, then good for it. You know, good for it. And maybe they can make a sequel or something different, or like a DLC, and make it better. There's games out there for everybody. It may not be a game for us, but it is a game for someone. It just depends on if there are enough people that this game is for to make it a financial success. And I don't know. I don't know if there it is. We'll see. We shall see. All in all, that's my review. That's my feelings. Hope you liked it. Maybe it's about realizing you're so done with your girlfriend you realize you shouldn't save her. Now that's a story that I can empathize with. God, I hope my wife isn't watching right now. It started with domestic violence. All right, I'm ending the recording. That's enough for YouTube.